Okay, so let's see. Oh, interesting. I thought I had my. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
and there's the echo. Sorry about that. Always check my audio to make sure things are working correctly. I am just going to grab a link here and put it in the description. Let's see if I can edit the video here. And oh, fooling around as always, working with mods. And here's, if I could spell properly, here's the link to my mod list. Just like it was in the last one. It's the name of the character in the mod list is Verilis, but it's not. That's not who I'm calling. This one is. Oh, I've still got that up. Yeah. So anyway, you can see. I'll scroll. Well, let me scroll slowly. If anybody wants to look at it on the video, you can see by pausing, and or you can simply go to the mod watch page. So as you can see, I have quite a lot of active mods. The numbers on the left column are numbered from my total number of mods in Mod Organizer's records, which is 827. There's not that many in this. Clearly, the plugins will tell you how many actual ESPs I have. That's about 200. There's lots more mods than that, of course, but most of the other mods, of course, are texture mods and things like that. So that's the mod watch information. But it's in the link in the description. And so since the last time I did this is my character whose nickname is Ven, but his name is Stephen Malthus. And I don't know why. I think Malthus because if anybody knows anything about botany, etc., etc., it's all whatever. But I just thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, so we're going to what are we going to do? Well, we left off on the last live stream in Kynes Grove. And since then, we have done a little bit of leveling, and we went to Windhelm. And I think, am I still over encumbered here? Yes. We went to Windhelm, and we did some crafting and so on. We found, I don't remember if we found this the last time, we found a dead Dawn Guard behind the inn in Kynes Grove and grabbed his helmet. So we're wearing pretty much all heavy armor now. And so we grabbed I thought, well, what the heck? This is an alchemy build. This is trying to experiment really deeply with complete alchemy and cooking overhaul, which I have only, I've put in mod orders and used casually before, but I really want to work at it this time. So, what better quest in Windhelm than the White File? So I went through that, and we're here in Kiral Mill's lair. We've picked up the White File, and we're going to go back to Windhelm and return it to Nurelion. We did a little bit of alchemy, looted all of the good ingredients that are always here. And let's just take a quick look at the items I have. I have a ton of stuff made, and I have an even bigger ton of ingredients, sort of some of it thanks to the fact that I have that CACO comes with a harvest overhaul. Actually, I think it's actually the mod harvest overhaul built in. I'm pretty sure she used that mod as the base for it. I think she mentions that in her mod description. There is also better harvesting out there, but if you use CACO, you don't need a harvesting overhaul because it's built into the mod. I have a bunch of other stuff I've picked up as well, a lot of it pertaining to spell research, and most of it I don't want to get rid of at all. But I can drop... I'm going to need to drop something. So let's see, I need the animal fat. Animal fat I can make lantern oil. So we're going to drop half the small animal bones. And God, I hate to drop any good ingots. We'll drop both torches. I never use torches anyway. And I think I have a lantern already equipped. Yes, I do. This I want to disenchant if I can, so I don't really want to get rid of that. Either disenchant or sell it. So we won't be dropping that. But at least I can move now. So let's head on out. I think there's an exit off to the right once you get out here. Got my lantern on. I have it set to turn off when I sneak and turn on when I stand up. Yeah, there's the exit right there. And I think this just comes out right at that beginning there where there's some wolves. So we're going to go back to Windhelm and try to sell stuff. One of the main, I think, goals of this stream and possibly later this afternoon, it's a rainy, nasty day out there, so I am going to stream in a desultory way today. I'm going to be on and off. I'm going to go have a nap in a little while and then come back and stream some more because I really like doing this. But first, let us take care of Sir Wolf here. Oh, yes, of course. Dummy. And no, I don't want to do the long walk back. Let's see. We'll have to see what we can get. We can get rid of that large animal bone because that gives us 3, I think. And I'll drop one of those. So that's down to 372. And I think I can drop that. That takes us down to 370. Oh, I'm hitting E. What an idiot. There, 372, 71. The Nordic bowls and stuff, those can be made into ceramics, which is a hey Adam, how are you doing? The ceramics can be made into something. I'm not sure what. I think it's an ingredient for either scrimshaw or something else. So let's see. I need to get myself down below 370 here. Nope, not going to drop that. Not going to drop that. The bolts have no weight. Spell Dagger of Candlelight is nice. Got too much crap. I have some cooked stuff. Do I have any raw? Oh, let's get rid of those. And I think I can afford to get rid of half of those maybe. So there we go. Oh, those are heavy. I didn't even notice. 3.5 pounds each. No wonder I'm carrying so much weight. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thanks for interrupting your own game. So I was explaining, I don't know when you popped in, that since the last time I was playing this character, we were back in Kynes Grove. I have been to Windhelm. I picked up the White File quest and did it, so I'm back. Now I'm going to return to Windhelm turn in the white file and let Nurelion complain at me. But I think one of the more important things I'm going to do this part of the stream, at least, is to try to find a place to live, because I need a place where I can craft stuff. And unfortunately, ooh, so you must be north of me. I don't. Yeah, we just had rain today. It's like 38, and I'm a hiker. I like hiking. I'll hike in almost any weather, but cold rain is the worst, especially when it's raining on ice, which is what we've had a lot of recently. So even with my micro spikes, it's like, screw that. I'm just gonna stay inside and hibernate. So this morning I was building up more mods for. Oh wow, huh. I didn't realize the weather was so cold down there. Yeah, this morning I spent some time downloading mods for Fallout 4 off of a mod list, and just keeping track of those. And I don't even think I'm gonna loot that wolf. I'll just end up carrying too much weight. Because I'm trying to build up some more mods. We're gonna do a. Let me turn off my lantern. I don't need that on here. We're gonna do a mod talk soon on ASA and try to focus on mods for Fallout 4 pertaining to the next roundtable, which will be the bobblehead roundtable. And so I'm trying to come up with a good list for that. So I spent some time looking through that. There's a guy I like to watch whose name is Hless John. It's just HLESSJON, I think. He does a lot of streams with Horizon, and he published a nice spreadsheet of the mods he's using for that. So I was just going through that and downloading more and more, and I'm going to build that up and try out some of them. I think Ray's going to come in and get involved with it, and we're going to try to put something together that'll be interesting for folks. But I'm more into Skyrim anyway, so and I should probably fast travel, because this is kind of boring just watching me run through the world, but I forget. Oh good, okay. This has been a little buggy. I've got a lot of mods loaded, and so I'm not expecting it to be a durable game for a serious playthrough. We'll see. I've had one or two crashes. I think they're just really related mostly to memory, even though I have a fair amount of it. Just the game engine getting overloaded and kind of it's fun, it's I was never a huge fan of Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas as much as some of the other guys are. New Vegas is good, there's no doubt about it. But Fallout 4 is fun, and I know a lot of people love to hate on it, and there's good reasons to do so with the voiced protagonist and all that. But it's a more modern, sandboxy, nicer looking version of the post-apocalyptic world, and has a lot of good mods available for it. So it's fun. I can recommend it pretty highly. Has more of a Skyrim-y feel in the mechanics, not in the. I mean, the interface is totally different, the world is totally different, and everything, but it acts a little bit more like Skyrim does. So, but I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about a player home, whether I'm going to use one of the ones that I have in this mod list, one of which isn't too far away. It's added by a Darkwater Passage mod. Or if I'm going to go and kill poor Anise yet again, as I often do, and steal her place. I think I have the Anise's cabin remodeled. Well, that's you know what happens to me with all of the Fallout games, and it's one of the reasons why. And I'm not sure why my loads are so long today. Possibly because I was doing so much downloading earlier. I might have a lot of memory held up. Anyway, I've always had an issue with that. I know some people love that aesthetic. Like Pat loves that, post-apocalyptic, drab, or not necessarily drab, but wasted world. But the first thing I do when I play games like that is just look for something to green it up a little bit. But in particular, unlike Fallout 3. Fallout 4 takes place 200 years after the apocalypse, and I mean, all you have to do is look at some of the videos that are online of Chernobyl to see. I mean, of course, that wasn't a giant nuclear explosion there, but to see how fast nature, reclaims itself. So I'm just going to hop in here. This is one of the little hidden hideouts of Skyrim. So 200 years after a nuclear attack, there would be a lot more greenery than there is in the game. So that's the first thing I look for is aesthetic stuff, And let's see, I want to be at least past 8 o'clock, so we'll go 7 hours. And for Fallout 4, there's a lot of weather and foliage mods that can make it look really pretty, or a lot prettier anyway. Let's see what else we can cook here. Since this is a cooking overhaul as well. Let's see. We can make apple juice. All of her recipes have nice effects, and they're usually lasting effects. So, but first we're going to make some lantern oil for the lantern here. Yep. And seasoning. I'm going to make seasoning because I'll bet that's good for making other things. How much am I going to use up? Let's see. Elves ear, salt. So I've made 10 of those. That's good. Hey, Michelle. Let's see. Wheat boon. These are more... Now, I am running Frostfall in this, so the warming stuff is handy. I don't want to use up all my Dragon's Tongue right now, though. And I don't want to use up all my Jazzbay. But we're going to make a bunch of cooked potatoes. And some cooked leeks. The chicken egg I'm going to leave as an ingredient. I should have probably set that. And mountain flower tea. That's good for when I get cold. So that's good. Now it's time to head up to... So since the last time you were watching, Michelle, I came to Windhelm. I did a bunch of alchemy and crafting. I picked up the White File quest. Ran through it, and I'm back in Windhelm now. This was all done off screen, as it were.
Make it quick.
I'm back in Windhelm. I'm going to turn in the White File. I wanted to get some XP and do alchemy-related quests.
What do you need?
So if anybody has alchemy-related suggestions that'll keep me focused on this complete alchemy and cooking overhaul, please throw them out there. Of course, this one takes a while for it to recycle for him to call me back, so I'll turn it in and then we'll go somewhere. I am having... Oh, these guys.
You said you were an alchemist, so go ahead. Make pigs fly.
Still don't believe me, huh? I told you I found the recipe. All I have to do is follow the instructions.
This is a 3D
Yeah,
NPC
but this isn't
interaction.
like boiling an egg. There's a reason only a handful of people can do it.
And I'm one of those people.
I'm going to let it run its course, otherwise it'll just be in the background while I'm trying to talk to
I think
Nurelion.
the only thing I'm learning is how many feathers you have in your brain.
You won't be laughing when your health is fading and you're begging me for a drink.
If you ask me, I think I'm better off using it to coat my axe.
You need to have more faith, friend. Not only do they work, we have enough gold left over for the ride to Winterhold. How does a nice, leisurely carriage ride sound to that sore neck of yours?
Save it. I'd rather you buy me a drink. But fine, you convince me. I'll go get my things.
Okay, and they end up in Winterhold, and then they end up
Sorry,
in...
I can't talk. We're on a little quest of our own.
Yes. I know you're on a quest. And then they end up in the Chill, which is the prison up north of Winterhold there. Nurelion.
Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you are simple. Then, I can't help you.
Well, I've brought the file, but sadly it is damaged, sir.
This, it matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. How did you manage to damage it then? This is what I get for not retrieving it myself.
I'm sorry, sir. Look, this is what it was like when I found it.
Figures. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm the file, even if you wanted to. Either way, this is the end of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out.
Yes, I'm sorry. I truly am. Truly sorry. There is interesting NPCs is available for SE, but you have to go to his
Thank you for your
site.
help. I know my master can be a bit short at times.
I was happy to help, Quintus. Happy.
Here, you should have this. Even though the file was damaged, I still think your efforts deserve reward.
And I agree.
Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to tend to Nurelion. I can make his final days a bit less painful.
You are a loyal assistant, sir. A loyal assistant. But get out of my fucking way. Thank you. Yeah, I think if you go to the 3dnpc.com or whatever his website is, there is a beta version for
I've
SE.
been a bit taught since.
I think, isn't there? So I think it works. I don't remember. Let's see, what else is... Oh, I'm going to go and try to sell a couple things to Sadri. Did I take any smithing skill? I did. I took one perk in smithing. So let's go back over here. Oh yeah, I don't know how stable it is. It is. He has marked it as beta, that's for sure. But I think I've used it and it seemed okay. Again, you know, suitable for testing, perhaps, but not for much else. Let's see, cooking pot, nah.
It's a bad time to be a criminal with these murders. In fact,
I do have steel ingots, so I could make some arrows. What do I have for arrows? I have my nice ivory bow. I have some steel arrows. Let's go make some firewood. Nils, you got some wood stuck on your axe there. So get out of my way, come
My
on.
friend died. Things won't be the same without it.
Oh, come on. Move on. I don't know why this particular crafting station isn't like the other ones where you can just sort of push the person out of the way. I guess the animation just can't be interrupted.
I'm the cook at Candleheart Hall.
Get out of my way, sir. Alright. Screw it. See what I can do with the steel at the armor workbench. Oh, good. I can improve my shield. Alright.
I have some things that belong to my daughter, Frigga.
And...
She won't be needing them anymore.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, I'll take a look. Just bring them by whenever it's convenient.
Come on, get out of the way. Thank you. Thank you.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see all
And I can make a silver amethyst ring. That sounds good. More than one. Several, in fact. Geralt's. That's cool to enchant, but not worth much anything else. Yeah, I don't understand. So, there is another chopping block around here somewhere, I'm pretty sure, that doesn't get used by nils all the time, so... but now I've used up my steel ingots. So, let's look and see if there's anything on the missive board that involves... Hagraven Feathers... Raw Salmon... Lost Knife Hideout. Oh, that's... yeah, okay. Let's see what Hagraven Feathers... where that sends me. I'm looking for some Hagraven Feathers to complete my next batch of potions. If you can bring me a few samples of air. Yeah, I'll keep the missive, but does it tell me where to go? No. Alright, well at least I can bring them back to him if I find them. They're all supposed to be local quests, but I don't think there's any Hagravens in Eastmarch, are there? We have to go all the way over to the Pale for all the way over to the Reach for that. So maybe I need to catch the carriage. Once I've done some selling here, I'll get some Scathe Craw while we're here in the Grey Quarter. Let's go sell things first.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If all my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some.
Yeah, I am not going to grab the Viola Giordano quest.
And a bit of that.
Don't feel like being a thief in this build. Yeah, I'm going to sell that. Going to sell all of those, and that, and that. And you know what? Screw the enchanting. I need money more than I need enchanting skill. So I'm going to sell those. Let's see what I've got for valuable potions. Nothing I really want to sell. Well, stamina potions are just taking up space. Everything else is pretty... Now, with CACO, she's definitely reduced the economy on potions, so some things are definitely not worth what they used to be. But I'm down 40 pounds now, so that gives me a little bit. I've already crafted myself a pouch, and
Do come again.
if I was a thief, I'd try to sneak around and grab those bowls there. Wrong gear? What? Oh, I was going to say, what, did somebody put you in timeout by the door there or something? Sorry about the... Sanguine Rose down there in the steam pits. I don't know that one. I seriously don't know that. I had to flip over there and scroll the chat down. Well, I'd have to meet Sam Guevane anyway, right, to pick up that, and he doesn't usually pop up until a little bit later level. So, I mean, I could get, let's see. Yeah, I'll take the onions. That's a CACO added ingredient. That is 2.
Hi, mister.
Hi, Sophie.
Would you like to buy some flowers?
Oh, sure. What do you got?
Not much, but I hope you like them.
Let's see. I'll buy a death bell.
Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
You're welcome. No tomatoes. Grab some apples. I'm looking for salt piles specifically. I should actually grab some wheat flour, you know? That is a... Whoopsie. That's a CACO added ingredient. Salt. Finally. The last barrel I look in, of course. So, where are the steam pits you're talking about? Down near where Steam Crag Camp is, along the way south towards Riften? Is that where? There's a witch's grove in there or something like that. Is that the one you're talking about? Because if it is, I'll head right there. Let's see what my I am hungry, and I have to level up. So let's eat some goat and an apple, maybe some cheese, water skin. And the last thing I need to do before we go is fill up my water skin. Alright, I'm going to head down there. It's what is it called? Witch Mist Grove or something? I didn't realize there was a hag there. I know there were a couple witches.
My friend died. Things won't be the same. Of course. Enjoy your stay. And don't break nothing.
I won't break nothing, don't worry. Alright, well, let's head for Witch Mist Grove then. It's 2:01 p.m. I don't have a bedroll or a tent yet. Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. I'll bet it got icy somewhere on the hill. I live right near some mountains with really steep, windy roads, and people are stupid. So I hope everybody's okay. But I'm inside and warm, sipping a Fat Tire ale and enjoying some Skyrim with good company, so that's good. Moira. Oh, okay. I don't know why I always confuse that with the one with Petra, you know, where you go the only friendly Hagraven. That's over in the Reach somewhere. I think it's maybe that's the one at Hag's End or something. Yeah, that's the Skyrim ambulance mod. Actually, it was a Fallout 4 mod that I added to Skyrim, and it works. It's amazing. I don't know how that happened. I actually found some fairly cool Fallout 4 mods on this list I was working on. I don't know if hey, Ray. Oh, Ray, yeah. So I was telling these guys earlier that this morning I was downloading a bunch more mods for Fallout 4. I went to one of my more favored Let's Player, Ageless John. He does a lot of Horizon stuff, and he published a long list of the mods he's using in his latest playthrough. So I went and started downloading some of them for our upcoming mod talk. One of them is there's a couple new mods that'll provide alternate forms of fast travel, and one of them is called the Red Wave. Have you seen that? It's a boat. And then there's another one, which is a series of mods. I can't remember the name of it. I can pop it up in a minute. Which add boats and the ability to ride motorcycles, and I think even Brahman, maybe? I don't remember. But it sounded pretty cool. At least the Red Wave one sounded fairly low overhead. I don't know if I want to use any of the other ones. But let me check my 363. I am going to level up, take a stamina, get myself a little bit extra weight carrying here. Now, let's see. I'm wearing heavy armor. I think I ought to take an armor perk here. Yeah, boats would be really cool, and yeah, check them out. It's HLESSJON. I think that's what he's called. He doesn't have a lot of subscribers. I think he should have more because he's pretty experienced and he's done a lot of Horizon builds. His latest one, though, is called Desert Cities, and he's using a lot of sim settlement stuff. The mod list is just endless, but he's provided it in PDF and spreadsheet form. So I have the spreadsheet. I will shoot you a copy of the spreadsheet with the ones that I've downloaded marked on it after I get off the stream today, and you can take a look at that and see what you think. I skipped a bunch of them, but I downloaded ones that looked interesting or that I didn't have yet. I already had sim settlements and stuff like that. So now, Witchmist Grove, if I remember, is off to the west from here. So let's see. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. Okay, and that should keep me hydrated. I'm going to make a save here. I'm going to kill all these autosaves. Let's see. Don't want to go swimming. Got to remember I've got Frostfall loaded even though I have it turned way down. I believe that tree emblem there is Witchmist Grove. Let me just refamiliarize myself with what I have here. I'm going to poison this bow with damage magicka if they're witches, and the sword with ravage health. I love how this is. Now, do I have that mod loaded? I think I missed loading it in this. Oh no, wait. Yep, there it is. I think that's a new mod called Poison. Hang on a second. Let's look at the Let's look at the mod watch here. Mod list. It would be down here. It's it was new to me. Poisoning Extended, that's what it's called. So that allows you to... Sorry, I'm having Alt-Tab problems here, but it gives you a little more heads up, tells you what poison is on your weapon, which I think is pretty cool. Well, I'd recommend looking at his list. I mean, it's very comprehensive. I wouldn't say all of them are the best mods to use. In fact, on his list there are several conflicting mods. He seems quite adept at making things work. He's good with Xedit, and I think he sometimes makes his own patches, which I do not do. So but if you watch his Let's Plays, they're pretty cool. He sounds, you'll probably recognize Adam. He sounds like he's from down your way somewhere. He has that kind of a little bit maybe Texas accent. I'm not sure. You can tell me I'm full of it. And we're going to go into a little stealth here. But I've really enjoyed his playthroughs, mostly because of his experience with Horizon, and which is a mod that I've been extremely interested in. So you can see in the lower right there, that's also run away until I can bring her out in the open here.
Think you stand a chance?
Ooh, somebody's been watching me. I wonder who that might be. So, oh, right, no, there isn't a Hagraven here, but there are Hagraven Feathers on the floor, aren't there? I would never say such a thing, Adam, never. I would never even, especially from being from Massachusetts as I am, where we talk funny too. Let's see, is there another witch in here, or was she the only one? Yeah, good call. Awesome. I would never have thought of that, and that's why it appears on the missive board for Eastmarch, because it is locally obtainable. Cool. And there's a book under there, Response to Barrow's Speech, which is destruction. Well, that doesn't do me any good. I'm going to leave it behind. Yep, I'm still running all the combat mods. Again, let's tell me if this bores you guys when I tab over to this. But so here they are. Here mostly, I try to keep my mod list ordered, even though the loot will take the plugin list out of order. But so Combat Evolved, Ultimate Combat, Genesis, and Know Your Enemy. Those are all loaded in this, and Genesis has an MCM. So I have, since the last time, I turned the spawn rate down to 8 in dungeons, which was part of my problem in that Mistwatch, where it was a maximum of 10 spawns, and that's what was killing me there. And then I left that alone the days before Genesis resets. Everything else I think I pretty much left as is, but you can do other stuff. Then Ultimate Combat I think has an MCM, yeah. I leave this pretty much alone. I don't turn on the hardcore stuff, but it does have swing effect. It's got some stagger built into it, and it's got a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that it does to NPC behavior. So yes, I still have them loaded. I haven't really come up against anything really terrible yet. I'm still pretty low level. Yeah, so she was there, but she left the Hagraven Feathers behind, I guess, is the artifice here. So let's see. I can either fulfill that quest or continue on my way. I really, really need to find a place that has. I think Anise's cabin is the. So I'm going to go back to. I'm going to go back to Windhelm and give Nurelion his. Oh God. How much do I have? I might have enough weight capacity to take some Corundum ore. I'm not sure that I can smith it or smelt it yet because I don't think I have the right perk. We'll have to see. But I think I will go back to Windhelm and grab a carriage to Whiterun, run up towards Riverwood. Since this is alt start and I have Helgen Reborn, I'm just going to run up there and start or complete Unbound so that I can knock that off my list. And not get Helgen Reborn all bugged out. Let's save here. And then I'm going to go murder poor Anise so I can have her cabin. Rotten bastard that I am. Oh, am I having audio issues? Could be the connection with my oh, so you're not Michelle, but Adam is. I wonder. Let me just no, I was just checking the connection in the back of my mic. It seems solid. Yeah, maybe it's a dirty plug or something. I'm going to go another 15-20 minutes maybe and then break for a while. Huh, I wonder what it was. Could you well, if you start noticing it more, let me know if it coincides with anything in particular that I'm doing. Maybe I can figure it out. Because I'm not hearing it in my headset. So let's go back to Nurelion. I don't know how long it takes for that quest to set and for Quintus to send me a letter. Oh, you do? Huh. Well, there's fire. I'm not moving around any. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. Let me just get in here. I'm going to pause the game and I'm going to go do something and then I will be back. And we'll see if it comes back. Let's get this load screen over with here. Oh, they are long today. I don't know. I'm going to restart the machine before I stream again. Alright, hang on a second. I'm going to pause. I have a little electric heater in the bathroom that I keep on low, and it when it cycles on and off, it's right on the other side of the wall where I have all my PC stuff plugged in. So maybe that was it. So it's turned off now. If you still hear it, well, it wasn't that. My refrigerator is also running right now. So it could be that. The electricity in this apartment is a little screwed up. Let's see. Do I have to... I think I have to talk to Nurelion about this. It says go back to Nurelion.
Yes?
Oh, I'm going to have to wake the poor old man up. I'm so sorry. Sir? Oh, asleep and dying. I can't give him... Well, I'll try Quintus.
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but
Oh.
I've learned so much from him.
I guess I won't be able to give the Hagraven Feathers until we revive Nurelion. Oh, I just heard a little click in my headphones and the refrigerator went off. So if that is what was causing it, maybe I need to... I mean, I'm running my PC through a UPS, so I'm a little surprised that it's getting through that. In fact, kind of quite surprised that it's getting through that. But I don't know that much about electromagneticity, so Ray, you do. If you're still there, maybe you can say, yeah, that's not so surprising that a refrigerator running would interfere enough to... yeah, I think it was the heater because it's on the other side of the wall. But I did hear a little pop in my headset when the refrigerator stopped. I mean, well, I thought mine did too. Maybe I should check the specs. It's a.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Oh, is this the note from Nurelion?
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Let's see what that is. Exclusive. Oh no, that's the Raven Gate thing. Okay, nope. I'll have to check the instructions for my for the UPS. I don't remember which brand it is. It's a good quality one, but I know that when Jane got it for me, she asked them. She told them what specs I had and all that, and it was a Christmas present. So, but what am I doing? I got all confused and turned around. I'm going to Whiterun. That's what I'm doing. Wonder if I can plug a filter into the refrigerator where it plugs into the wall. I could probably put a different breaker in the circuit for the refrigerator. You hear it again? Well, then it's neither the heater nor the refrigerator. So it's either something else in my place where I am, or it's just
where do you want to go?
It's another heater unit running, maybe. Because I'm all electric here, unfortunately.
Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way?
Actually, sir, now that you mention it, maybe I would like to go to Riverwood.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
And you haven't noticed this before on any of my other streams. Well, the GPU fan is running. Could be that. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that sounds like maybe it is. Maybe it's. I think I checked my my upload. I have pretty strong internet here. Of course, you're only as strong as your weakest link. But I was getting a good solid 20 up. But yeah, if there's a problem in between somewhere, maybe it's just Texas doesn't like electric heaters.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
But then neither does
I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Canada, if Michelle hears it. So I don't know. I'm confused.
You're that visitor been poking around. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I'm gonna sleep. Maybe that'll stop the crackling.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
Ah, it's a cook. Let's talk to the cook and see if he has a quest for me. I'm a cook. I'm looking for work, dude. 10 chicken stews. Alright. So I'm gonna cook. This is Jobs of Skyrim. I don't that should get me that should get me experience with CACO, I think, which keeps track of things like that. Well, it could be something intermittent then. Let's hope it is. If not, I'll have to start looking at 20 septims for 10 chicken stews. Well, I'll bet you sell them for a lot bigger price than that. Let me see. Does he have a...
Aye.
No, he doesn't have a for sale thing. Well, when I stop streaming, I'll go back and listen to some of the audio and see what it sounds like. So right now, let's go over and establish ourselves over at Anise's cabin. Poor Anise. She just, you know, I guess you could just say she's cannon fodder. There's a hummingbird. That's one of Mihail's little mods. Let's see, where's the best place to cross here? It's right there, isn't it? Alright, yeah, my frame rate is a little choppy right now. What am I at here? In the 30s. Let's see if I get that usual spawn up here. There's usually a bandit spawn somewhere near here. I don't know if it's level dependent or what. Maybe not. Oh, she's too good for that. You know, why would she show you to your room when yeah. I don't know why they make Delphine have to be the one to give you the... Oh, look, a chopping block. I never noticed a chopping block before. You know what? If I'm going to kill her, I'm going to do it honestly. Yo.
Never should have come here.
There. Yeah, I don't know why Orgnar isn't the... let's see. I don't usually loot her body because I always feel bad about killing her. So I usually take her around back and lay her to rest. Just in case her niece comes by and gets pissed off, you know. I'll put her under that unusually large tree there, which I'm sure she would appreciate. And then we'll go and establish ourselves down in the basement, and I'll call it a stream and do some stuff. I do want to show you guys... there we go. Right, just lean you right up against this tree. I think that's a nice place for a witch to be laid to rest. Now let's see if we have this mod loaded. I think we might. Yes, because normally she doesn't have a door. So this is Anise's cabin remodeled, which makes, I think, all the containers usable. It turns collision on for the roof, I think, so it no longer leaks. And it makes the basement a little nicer. Oh, whoops. Must be up here. The hummingbird? Yeah, I have found those birds mods somewhat... Oh, ooh. Oh, Binky! I forgot about Binky. Shit. There's something about Binky. Did I get a load? Yes, I did. Alright, I am not going to save over that. Because I need to go look up Binky. I might have been something I didn't want to do. But anyway, I want to show you all the slight difference down here. It's a little nicer. There's bookshelves and stuff. There's a little shrine to Nocturnal here. Not quite sure why, but there's a couple of weapon racks. And it just makes Anise's into a slightly nicer starter home. There's a good chest for storing things. There's little boxes to store soul gems. A little bit better storage for alchemy. And this book, which I think describes the mod. Okay, here. Poor little Binky's corpse will disappear a few days after the... You can remove it by triggering the console. Oh no, just kidding. Mark for delete. So it wasn't anything special about Binky. And you guys can pause and read the pages if you want to later. So I'm going to take that and read it. Does he really? Oh, okay. I haven't used that, and I've always wanted to use that part of the speech tree in Ordinator, where you can get your enemies dancing and stuff. As far as working well with other birds mods, I think I got distracted there. I don't think it matters. Mihail's stuff is pretty mod friendly. His enemy NPC mods, whatever they're creatures or whether they're creatures or whatever, are quite high leveled. So I don't usually load them until later, but some of his other stuff, which is just sort of, additions to the world. He's got some wolves. He's got a few other creature mods that are nice. Those are just nice. And he has a mammoth expansion mod that he's done. All kinds of stuff. There's Drews and stuff that, which are sort of, I don't know, they're the ESO type Drew, which is different from the D&D type Drew. But anyway, whatever. There's all kinds of stuff out there. But I've just loaded the hummingbirds and a couple of other little ones. I think you'll see them on the mod list there. Anyway, here's Anise's basement. So I'm going to stay here for a little while, do some crafting, mess around. I have Jackson's movable items or whatever it's called loaded here. So I think I'm going to go grab an anvil somewhere and bring it back here so I can do a little... oh, it's crunchy again, really? Interesting. I don't know. Everything's off here, as far as I can tell. So it's either something else or something here, or my computer fan, which I can't hear running anymore. So, let's see. What could I do to? I wonder. Hang on a second. Yeah, the fan is running. It could be that. That would suck. Well, when I get off the stream, I'm gonna plug some things into different spots and see if that makes a difference next time. So, I've been on for about an hour anyway, I think. So I'm gonna call this a stream, and I'll come back later in the afternoon if you guys are free. Stop in again, and thanks for watching. But before you go, if it was the fan, we would have heard it on other streams, though. That's true, unless I've changed something, which I don't think I have. And let's see what my audio settings are set. I usually turn my music off, so it's nothing there. So if it's still running, I'm going to make a new save down here. Then I'm going to quit out, and you'll see probably the ModWatch desktop page. See if the crackle goes away when I quit out of Skyrim. I don't know. Fan just stopped running too, I think. So there, Skyrim's done. Did anything change? Okay, so it wasn't Skyrim, and it's not the fan. It must be something local. Maybe it's my local cable. It could be rain. I mean, it's raining pretty hard out there. There could be a loose connection somewhere between, my router and the street. It could be that, because it could be a little interference there. So I don't know what to tell you, but I'll keep an eye out, and I'll keep asking people about it and see if it persists. If it does, maybe I'll call Time Warner Spectrum or something and have them come check all my connections. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. It's always a pleasure. And we'll see you again maybe later this afternoon or this evening. So until then, na zdrowie, as they say in Russian.